Alright, so we have moved on to the episode Bad Wolf. As you can see, I'm back at the desk, which is good. The episode is Bad Wolf. Dr. Rose and Captain Jack, they wind up on this futuristic colony where everything is a game show. Well, it turns out it's Satellite 5 from a previous episode. The one with Simon Pegg. What episode was it? I don't remember, but yeah. And it's 100 years after the events of that episode. And the Doctor's back. And he's been sent to the set of Big Brother. Jack is on What Not to Wear. And Rose is on The Weakest Link. Goodbye. And they slowly find out that if you lose on The Weakest Link, or you don't compete, in general, you are disintegrated, with what they initially find. And so the Doctor eventually escapes from Big Brother. He's about to be disintegrated, and it's stopped for some reason. And so he and Linda with a Y escape. And they find Jack, who was on What Not to Wear, and he was butt naked. And then he escaped. And how did he get his clothes back? How did he get his clothes? I don't know. But he escapes, and he finds the Doctor and Linda. And they try to find Rose on The Weakest Link. She has one last opponent, and they're both not doing very good. But Rose fails to answers more questions wrong than him. And she's about to be disintegrated when the Doctor breaks in. She runs to the Doctor, and she gets disintegrated. And the look on the Doctor's face is just... They take him away, and you think the Doctor has lost everything. But as it turns out, he has a plan. They get arrested to take the pictures, whatever, and he and Jack spring into action and escape with Jack's big old gun that he has. And they eventually make their way up to the control center, where they find that it was actually the person controlling everything who brought the Doctor there, hid them in the communications, because the masters, do not watch the broadcasts. We also find out from Linda, when they're looking out the window earlier, that the Doctor caused something terrible to happen to the Earth. After he stopped Simon Pegg in that thing, the cigarettes, I think it's called. No, that's not what it was called. The Jagra Fest, that's it. After he stopped that thing, all the news turned off down there. There was nothing. And so the game shows took over. 100 years. He caused it. And so, yeah, that's a big blow for him to know that he caused it. He was just trying to help, and this happened, So, there's, the person, she's plugged into the entire system. She's plugged into the entire system, and, she controls everything. And she summons the Doctor there, and eventually Jack gets the TARDIS, and he finds out that the people who are disintegrated aren't actually disintegrated, but they're transported to somewhere else. And then we are shown that Rose is still alive. She's been transported to another ship. And we don't exactly see who her captors are. And they keep in the dark till the very end here, towards the end, what the Masters are. Although you do, she does say, "Oh no, you're dead. You're dead. I watched you die." Okay, and then you get this weird view like a weird blue view, and then there's another shot where you see a reflection of something that looks familiar. The Doctor also finds out that the name of this production company is called Bad Wolf. It's been following them since the beginning. That's the one thing that tied this entire season together is Bad Wolf. That's the word. And he goes back and recalls all the times he's seen it on the TARDIS. He's heard it. It's an abduction thing now. And so, yeah. And we find out he finds out that there's something hovering over the Earth, and it's cloaked. So he uncloaks it, and he instantly recognizes the ships that are there. 200 ships, with over 200,000 on each ship. Daleks. Daleks have risen again. And, okay, I'm going to stop here because I need to talk about something. Why? So, they made it very clear that the Doctor regrets what he did. And what he did killed all the Daleks. One survived. We got that in the episode Dalek. He survived. So, but then he's gone. The Daleks should be gone. But I guess that the runners of the show, or Russell T Davies, or whoever it was, decided that the show couldn't go on without the Daleks. So, the Daleks were brought back. But doesn't that make what the Doctor did non-consequential then? Like, why did he do it then? Why have him do it at all if there's no consequences? His goal was to destroy the Daleks. And if in just 100 years, maybe over 100 years if you count, 200 years or whatever, they'll come back. And the Doctor can be there every time with his TARDIS. But I'm just saying, why not have it be something else? Have it be the Cybermen. Which we find out later, but or the Daleks, I don't know. It always bugged me that they said there's no more left and that one was the last one. And that whole episode was about the Dalek realizing he was the last one in existence. To just a few episodes later tell us, hey, there's over 1 million of them now, probably. So, I don't get it. Also, if we're going to establish a connection to the previous episode with Simon Pegg, why not have the African-American woman be the one that's strung up in there as a connection as to why she brought the Doctor? She was shaded at first, so I thought, oh, is that her? And then they showed her, I'm like, no, that's not her. Or I thought maybe it was one of the employees of Dispatch or something. No, but it would make sense if they plucked her and put her up there, and she's been in there for 100 years, only surviving because of that machine. And that's the connection to the Doctor. Otherwise, it's just a desperate, cry for help. But, yeah, and I gotta love the Doctor's look on his face. When Jack is trying to explain what's going on, he's kind of looking there, his smile's coming, and then once he realizes, he's that big smile that the Doctor has, But yeah, not a bad episode. It ends with the Daleks telling the Doctor that to surrender or they're going to exterminate Rose, which he says no. And he says, Rose Tyler, I'm coming to get you. And the episode ends with the Daleks getting all pissed and going, exterminate, exterminate. The Doctor, not Rose. Exterminate. And that sets up the parting of the ways, which is the next episode. So, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Just a couple of issues I have there. They could have connected better to the previous episode by having that. Well, maybe they couldn't get the actors back. Maybe they were planning that. Couldn't get the actors to come back. But it would have been kind of cool to have that connection. But, yeah. In all actuality, the first half of this is just kind of meh until you get to the core action part. Like the whole MTV Big Brother type stuff is kind of meh. It's kind of just, okay, we get to the real stuff. Then once the action starts happening, I think about the time that they break out of the prison, or actually I want to say Rose gets disintegrated is when the episode gets better. But yeah, it's not bad. So what are your thoughts on this episode? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.